Hello everyone, and today we have with us Mr. Amitav Singh, a faculty associate for sports management. So Mr. Amitav Singh, welcome to our channel, and would you like to say something to our audience?
Thank you so much, Sonia, for having me. I just like to say that your channel placement interview is doing a really good job. You guys are creating a really quality content, so keep doing the great work.
Okay. So can you please brief us something about your profession?
My profession. Okay. So as you already introduced me, like I am faculty associate of sports management at Inspira Knowledge Campus. So, being a faculty, you know very well that I deal with day-to-day classes of sports management students, like like me, along with my colleague Sukriti. Like she take all the management part of the syllabus, and I take all the sports science related subjects. Sports science related means sports management is a mix up of sports science and sports management. So management means everything starting from administration, accountancy, statistics, HR, everything. Okay. And when you talk about science, that means sports training and conditioning, physical education, sports laws, everything. Okay. So I take those subjects. And I take all the activities, whatever sporting events happen at Inspiria and how campus excel, I take the in charge of that.
Okay. So as you know, like in today's generation, sports are something which should be thrown up a greater light on. So as in career aspect, like how to build a career in the sports management.
Okay. So first, a student needs to be clear that after completing his class 12, okay. So there are two types of students in school. One, those who like to participate in sports, okay, and other, those who like to organize such sporting events, okay. So the second number people, those who are always interested in organizing such sports rather than participating. Sports management is the perfect background, perfect course for them. Okay. So they need to know that in sports management, we don't teach you like how to uh, do some cricket skills or football skills. We teach you how such huge sporting events like IPL, ISL, and World Cup happen. Okay.
So what are the resources and the platforms that can be used? Could you elaborate on that?
Okay, yeah, sure. So first of all, you need to do some research that what are the good colleges in India. You need to know that from where, if you will do your pursue your graduation in sports management, like in which company, like what are the placement sectors which you will be placed, because sports industry is huge. Okay, it's not just like if you are saying I have done sports management, I will be placed in IPL. IPL is a sporting event which has more than, I can't even like count. It has more than 20 or 30 department of sports. Like there are people for different sectors, for sponsorships, for marketing, for management, operations, logistics, everything. Okay. So it's a huge industry. You need to know that which colleges provide good placements, good internship opportunities. Go and get admission. Inspira is one of them. They provide sports management bachelor's degree. And other colleges, there are many colleges, renowned colleges in India like IISM, NASM, Symbiosis. And recently, many of the colleges, they started providing PG diploma in sports management. Like MBA was already there, but PG diploma also came. And there are many executive courses also available, like after completing your graduation. First complete, get done with your graduation in sports management. Those who are into sports science, get done with your graduation from sports science. Then think that in which field you want to do your specialization. Like sports management is a huge field, as I told you earlier. So some people, they feel that I am the suitable person for marketing, so I will pursue management MBA in sports marketing. Done. Some people will think that I am the suitable person for HR or operations or analytics. So they can go and pursue their higher education, sports analytics. All are a part of sports management.
Okay. So as you know, the skills are very much important in today's generation, and for doing anything, we need skills to be. So please tell us some of the skills that are required and some tips for gaining those skills.
The most important skill is communication. Okay, because uh, to become a part of an organization, you need to have a good command over your communication. And if you have good communication skills, definitely you will end up getting a good job in sports industry. First thing. Second thing, you need to have many certifications from renowned platforms, whether you do it from Udemy, whether you do it from International Olympic Committee, whether you do it from FIFA, whether you do it from AIFF, whether you do it from World Anti-National Doping Agency. Okay, so along with your degree, you need to have this kind of certifications so that you can say them that, yeah, I have this kind of certification. So along with my degree, I have done this much extra courses which help me to sharpen my skills. Okay, like that is a part. That is one part. Other part is internships and industry exposure. Like I have done my graduation and I have no industry exposure. I didn't got chance to do internship in any sports club, any sporting events. Then definitely I am sitting in an interview and there is one more guy who is also sitting in an interview with me having 10 more industry exposure in IPL, ISL, FIFA World Cup and other sporting major events. Okay, marathons and all. So definitely the employer will give him more priority than you. Okay, so you need to have those things very clear. Okay, you need to be socialized, you need to have these skills, and you have to know basics of sports, ground measurements and rules and regulations also. It's not just like you are a part of management team, so you don't have to know the ground measurement, the how to do the linings, what are the rules and regulations. You will think that that's not my genre. That's not like that. Doesn't matter it's your genre or not. You have to know everything about sports so that it will be easier for you to understand the people from different background of sports.
So what are the different career options which can be chosen by studying sports management?
There are like plenty. Like I can't pen it down right now. I will
Okay.
just give you overview or a short summary. Let's divide it into corporate industry or and academics, education sector. So if you talk about education sector, you can be a teacher, assistant professor, professor, dean, HODs. Other than that, you can be a coach or supervisor in an academy or something like which is somehow related to academics. Okay, and if we talk about industry, in industry there are lot of like careers aspects. Like you can start from a executive position in any sports marketing firm, sports event management firm, sports facility management firm, sports academies. Like any club, you talk about any club, Chennai FC, you talk about Mumbai FC, they have their residential football clubs. Okay, so they are not just participating in football events or IPL or ISL or just I League. They are running their academic clubs in which is already associated with schools. Like they have teams starting from kindergarten, grassroots to senior level. So when parents they send their children to the schools, they see what are the extracurricular activities which is available in school or not. So that's how these clubs they do business. They do talent identification from those areas, from those sectors, and they need a lot of manpower to operate those things. Okay, so in clubs, in academies, you can be a sports manager, you can be a marketing executive, marketing manager, sponsorship executive, sponsorship manager, you can be operations executive, operations manager, you can be a sports journalist if you are interested in media, you can be a sports journalist, you can be a sports analyst, you can be a sports many things like nutritionist, you can be a sports coach, you can be like sports and fitness are somehow related. So many people, those who are into sports, they land up becoming a strength and conditioning coach, exercise physiologist, exercise psychologist. So these are also a different sector which is more or less related to sports science, not much related to sports management. So like there are many, like as I have already mentioned, too much
Yeah.
and all.
Okay. So, lastly, would you like to give any advice for our future aspirants?
First thing, as I told earlier, that first get clear. Don't land up getting a sports management degree when you are not even interested in organizing any sports or being a part of an organization which is involved in organizing such events. First, get clear that yeah, if you are an athlete, stick to your athlete career. And if you want to be, if you are an aspiring sports manager or sports agent, come to sports management. Sports industry welcomes you. Okay, there is lot of growth, and sports in India is like, I should not say being a sports profession. It's a taboo in middle class society or lower class society. People like majority they feel that yeah, my children should become Dhoni, Virat Kohli, or Sachin Tendulkar, but they don't want to be the parents of Dhoni, Virat Kohli, and Sachin Tendulkar, right? They are like, no. Like I have met many people. If you will say them, oh, if they will ask you what you do for living, I say sports. They're like, okay, sports is there, but what you do for living? They ask you such question as if sports, you can't do sports for your living. It's like that in India. So we are the one who are trying to change the ecosystem in our country, and I guess it will take a lot of time because changing a person's perception is a big thing, and
Is it tough?
the, it's not just supporting athletes during Tokyo Olympics. You have to support them when there is no such events going on, starting from their training to their participation. That's all we need.
Absolutely correct. So, I would like to add one more question. Sorry for that. But what has been your experience overall working for the sports management
Okay,
as a mentor?
so I'm telling you frankly, I have done my education in sports science and physical education, and like I have done my advanced diploma in swimming. I have done my specialization in basketball. I am advanced black belt in martial arts, and from when I came into management, this is a kind of short story. Like, if you allow me, I can share. Like what happened, I was participating senior nationals martial arts event, and in my final bout I just got the dislocation in my shoulder. Okay, so because of that I got a 3 months bed rest, medical rest, and uh, I got to know later that this is a not a temporary injury which can be treated uh, by some physiotherapy or some medicine. So I understood that you need a surgery, and I am not that guy who will sit in bed for 3 months constantly without doing any physical activity. So I till date I have not done my surgery. I don't want to, like, I just I'm not ready for it. Whatever you say. So I just ended my athlete career, and I got opportunity to run the whole governing authority of martial arts in West Bengal. So I became the general secretary, youngest general secretary of the federation, and I started managing and organizing state level events, district level events, national camps, and all. And I used to train students. So I, from an athlete, I became a coach. I did licensing certifications. I got eligible for that. And from my early age only, like when I was, I guess, 19 or 19, 20, yeah, 20, I guess, 1920, I became the general secretary. So I started giving training to a national team. I used to take them for the national events and all. So that's how I started learning that, okay, so that's how you need to manage the team. That's how you take them. That's how you have to manage their training, their participation, their everything, their fooding, lodging, accommodation, logistics, in everything. And after that, I came here. I started my own fitness club because I already had the experience that how a fitness club, how a fitness academy runs. So I started my own fitness club. It's called 360-degree Fitness Academy. If you will Google it, you will find it. I have a LinkedIn page. I have all the social media pages as well. So I got a good response because I knew like how it works and all. And like so we are doing quite well. In Corona, it got affected a bit, but still not a big deal. We are operating online, and like just it's a business, so it keeps going up and down. And I got a job here also in Inspira Knowledge Campus. It was my like pleasure to work here as a faculty. I got to learn so many things because I never thought that I will be working as an academician in a college. Okay, because I am a business minded guy. I feel more comfortable in corporate other than academics, but it has been more than 2 years. I'm already working for sports manager department, and I am continuing and I'm loving it. So it's great.
All right. So thank you so much for having you out here. It was a pleasure talking to you, and thanks for your time. So would you like to
Thank
say
you.
something?
Thank you so much for inviting me for the interview. Like it's my pleasure. I really love to interact with people, those who want to know more about sports industry. So it's like my pleasure to have here.
And thanks for filling up the environment with your inspiring and motivating thought. And we'll get back to you.